Hello everybody, this is Monkeypuzzle and welcome to episode number 15 of Monkeypuzzling the CrackPack. Hanging out up here on our Thaumic Moon. Woo! That thing right there, where we did Thaumcraft for the last couple episodes. I'm dying to keep going with that. Whoa, landing in the water. But got to take a break from that today and do some other things, partly so I don't bore you and partly to move on with some other projects. But you can see things have gotten pretty busy up here with what once started as an empty little asteroid. We've now got all this busy pipage complexity, but soon we'll come back here and we'll do the infusion altar and get all the goodies from that, the wand foci and better golems to do this work for us and some other things. And I've got some very cool ideas for things to do up in here and things to do down in there. We will get there. In the meantime, let's get on to today's project. And first, real quick, the ethereal bloom has been doing a great job keeping that taint from growing up here. I still don't know why it was here. It was before I'd done any of this, but hey, it's not a problem anymore. And down here, you can see this eerie biome right here is almost gone. Let's go down here and retrieve the ethereal bloom. I've been moving it around. It turns out you can just break them and you get them back, and then you can place them wherever you want. Like say right there, and it's got that great animation when you plant it. And I noticed that if you log off and log on again, it'll do it again for you if I did that right now. But I don't want to take the time for the world to reload while we're recording. So let's move on over here to the wand recharging station. I've got another one of the ethereal blooms over here. And I have to keep moving these around here because we've got a sinister node inside the wand recharging station. So I just keep moving this around. And you can see we have a ton of these umbral roses. These are from Forbidden Magic, and they take the place of ink sacs from squid. But they also kind of overpopulate. So a lot of a good thing. But you can take these. Let me see. Let's send some back because there's quite a few. You can take these and put them in a crafting grid, and you get the shadow ink, like I said, which work great as ink. So no more chasing squids around. But in here, Numbers and I have worked on setting up an automatic wither system, and I'm going to come back and record with him when he has it done. But basically, it's not quite finished. I'll tell you what we've done so far is we've got these modular force field systems set up, and this spawns the wither. This one here makes the tea of soul sand down in there, and this one here makes the row of 3 heads. So it's automatically created. Got some redstone work here that turns them on in sequence, and then down here he has set up an ME access, ME network system, a little subsystem. And in here, wrong one. We got some soul sand, and then we can put the wither skeleton skulls in there. And he's got it set up with the audacity to craft nether stars, which is pretty cool. And he wants to get it so it automatically kills it as well. So he's actually working on creating some octuple compressed cobblestone in order to do that, because apparently he says it's the only block that the wither can't break but can be moved by a piston. So when he gets that set up, we'll do that. But for now, we can do it most of the way. So we can actually say, let's craft a nether star. And if all goes well, it should send stuff into there. There we go. And now it is starting to put the soul sand into position. Let me get, let's see, this on my hotbar. Get out of there while he explodes. And there we go. We spawned a wither. Apparently Direwolf did a tutorial where he did something like this. Oh, we're trying to put the other heads in. I didn't see it. Where'd he go? Oh, I guess that was it. So it happens pretty quick. And there's the stuff. Let me send something back so that... whoa, that's a glitch, it seems like. So we got to do something about that. But let me make a little room here. And eat some food. And let me do it one more time. So there's still 3 in there. Apparently, well, we'll get rid of those. I'm not going to keep those. But let my health get up. I've still got a minute of regen. So let's craft one more wither. Here we go. And it should just take a moment for the AE system to send the stuff through the item ducts and activate the redstone signal. Oh, it didn't work out this time. Alright, well, it's still buggy, but we'll work it out. Okay, there we go. I'll just do it manually this time. And I'll throw away... I started with 6, so whatever I have extra, I will throw away. Ooh. Get out of hover. And we're going to kill one more wither. Only 14 minutes of regen, or 14 seconds of regen left. But we should be able to get rid of him pretty quick. The pen gets him down really fast. So there's this thing called a witherless rose that the boys have been using where you don't get wither at all, but I just think that's too easy. Anyway, let me see. Let me turn that off. So then, and get back up here. So then I can throw these away. The glitchy skulls, so I don't get something undeserved. And then let's go back over there to our roguelike dungeon. So I think I'm not going to die. Yeah, I'm going to be fine. So the thing I want to work on today is moving some spawners from down in the dungeon, some creeper spawners, and making a stack of, maybe, I think I might have 5 of them, making a stack of them here and grinding them up right below our main floor of the roguelike dungeon base here, which is sort of, seems like it's becoming a primary base, even though we meant it to be temporary. But I am creating some more, so you saw me build those in other episodes. Quick update on what we did last time is this harvest golem is doing a great job. Oh, I just gave my XP to the drain here, of collecting the essence berries, and we've probably used up at least a whole row of these so far, just enchanting and repairing our stuff quite a bit, maybe 2 rows of them, so it's quite efficient. I did have to get rid of the gather golem because his pathing was so funny. Every time a squid died outside, he kept trying to get out there and get it, and he just would go nuts, and he'd be just going stir crazy in here. So instead he was downsized into a vacuum hopper, which is working just great. And then I moved all the XP tanks, or just the tanks full of XP, liquid XP, up here, and those feed into here through here, so that this always stays full. The way I had it before was a little bit backwards, in that this part was on top, and you had to keep all these full in order to have XP right here that you could click on. So instead now they're up there, but the only thing is I had to put the drain up there, but that's fine. I can just go up there and click on my berries and fill it up. I can eventually make it so that the autonomous activator clicks them and it keeps us full automatically, but we're doing pretty good for now. Oh, and Nilo Rio found 4 more of these while caving, so now we've got 10, and I bet we could put another row of 5 and 5 on top of these and double that production. So this is going to take care of our personal XP for enchanting and anvil repairing and stuff like that. And this is going to be our first source of continual mob essence. Now we'll have to be around for these vanilla spawners to work. So that's why I'm putting it right here, because this is someplace that we tootle around all the time anyway. So while we're here, we'll have a little action of watching creepers get ground up into bits, into mob essence. And if I can get through here, let's give you an update of these guys that are harvesting the ender lilies. Turns out that when you harvest ender lilies off of endstone, sometimes you get extra ender lily seeds. So that's very cool. And so I expanded a bit, but I'm having a hard time giving them enough range to get all the way to the ends here. I even upgraded one of the guys in the harvest guy into a flesh golem. Even though he's kind of creepy, if he would turn towards me, he's got the double belly button right there. So he's got an order upgrade and a water upgrade and spectacles. And that's supposed to help him see very far, but not quite enough to get to the end. So I guess I'm going to divide him into two. I'm going to get two golems to station on either end. And those will be the guys who then we'll be able to get the whole thing. And as we get ender lily seeds, we're going to be able to expand this even more. So that takes care of our ender pearl needs. I showed you in there, you saw how many ender pearls we have, so it's pretty incredible. And this mob essence is the next step towards making Mine Factory Reloaded auto spawner, where we're going to be able to spawn anything at will. So we could put an enderman in there, but now we don't have to. We've done it another way, so we'll be able to spawn anybody else we want using that mob essence. So right now what I'm going to do, let me show you what I've prepared, is I'm going to set this up in sort of a vanilla style mob grinder, although with some mod help. We're going to have, I think we're going to start with some turtles dispatching the golems. Sorry, my guinea pig is getting a little noisy back there. And I also have some those wild turkey chicks still in my room right now. So if you hear some peep, peep, peeps, but that Martian sound is the guinea pig. The menagerie in my room. But anyway, hopefully this adds some nice ambiance. If she doesn't be quiet, I'll stop for a minute and bribe her. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to line this in here with some materials and contain them. And then we're going to make some porta spawners using our nether stars. And we're going to use those to move the spawners, the creeper spawners. And I've got, let me see, over here, let me turn these on, the signs, in the waypoints. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creeper spawners marked. I think one of those might have blown up from it's all booby trap with the trap chests and the TNT and stuff. I found that out afterwards. And I may not have marked them all. Hopefully I did. But we've got at least 4 vanilla creeper spawners. Well, they're not vanilla because creepers don't have vanilla spawners in vanilla, but they have all the vanilla spawner mechanics. So let me get back upstairs and talk to you a little bit about the blocks I'm going to do this with. Let me bribe my guinea pig real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, guinea pig has some parsley and a cucumber, so we get back to work. So yeah, problem with the way I have it set up right now is light is going to penetrate. So I want to get some of this dark glass right here. So let's go ahead and make some of that. And I went ahead and made some blackout curtains already, but we don't want to use up ink sacs. We don't really have that many of them. What we want to use is this, what's you call it again? The shadow ink from the umbral roses. So then we can make some of this. Let me see how much I can make. 34 till I run out of the blackout curtains. That's fine. So let's go ahead and close that. Actually, I don't know if I even use that much of it. But what I need to do, and I'm going to need to create a better way down here at some point, is basically shut off the light that could get in here. So that should do it. I probably should put one there too, and there and there. And then now we can see in, but it won't brighten this room, this chamber we're about to create. And then these clear glass just space it for where the first spawner can hang. Because if I put, let me see, do I have a block? Yep. If I put a spawner there, then it needs that much room above it before the ceiling, 2 blocks, in order to be able to spawn the full amount of creepers or whatever you spawn with a spawner. And this is sort of the layout here. So these blocks are where the walls are going to go, and this is where the spawner goes. And that's how the spawners work. Is in the northwest corner. This is where X increases and Z increases. There's 3 on that side of those, and then there's 4 on this side, and that gives you maximum spawnage. So I was trying to figure out what blocks to use. I think I'm going to end up using these mossy stone bricks, and I should grab my builder's wand to do this. Oops. But I'm just going to fill in all the way around with these, and I'll do that off camera, or at the very least I'll speed it up. I'm not sure how interesting that's going to be, but yeah, we're going to totally encase this area with these blocks and do the same down here. I'm not sure how deep this thing is going to be until I find how many spawners I have. So I'm going to have to go collecting spawners to finish. Let me get back upstairs one more time and just show you a few tangential details. When in my search for blocks, I didn't have as many of these mossy stone bricks as I wanted, and I found out that you can make them in a fluid transposer. If you take a stone brick, let's see, stone brick. Here we go. Let's just get one. But if you put a stone brick in a fluid transposer, turns out that it can turn it into the mossy stone brick. We speed up in time a second or two, and it automatically gets taken to here, and it turned it into mossy stone brick, which is super cool. I was watching Aaron B the other day, and he gave me the tip that strong boxes can open with a solid block above them. So that's changed my designs forever with chests and blocks and things. Also, I have something else going on here. I was considering using hardened glass to encase the whole spawner grinder room, but then I realized I'd have a problem with light, and I'd have to make an extra wall outside beyond that in order to keep it. So I'm not going to do it that time, but I was realizing I needed more obsidian. So I've got this set up over here where the magma crucible is melting cobble to make lava, and then that lava, as it comes, goes in here, and it uses up 1 lava bucket per obsidian in this igneous extruder. It's creating obsidian. So that's where all this is coming from. So basically I've set up an basically infinite source of obsidian, and had to do a few things like that to make that happen. I've got this hopper going into there full of cobble to make lots and lots of obsidian, and set up this mechanical pipe to take the water over here, and a few other little changes like that. Anyway, but I think that's pretty cool stuff. And last thing also is you can also put cobble in here, for instance, and that will be turned into mossy cobble. And then mossy cobble, if you put it with the chisel, you can get blocks like this. So that's the moss stone, and it's what they're calling it. I guess that's the official name of it. But you can get all these different moss blocks as well, but you have to start with the actual moss stone to do that. But we can actually create as much as we want of that. So yeah, I was liking this one. I might use some of it. It's kind of cool, something different and mossy. But as this is a spawner room, I thought the mossy was the appropriate theme. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do some building. Let me grab my builder's wand. This lovely device right here. And since we're working right at our base, don't want to do that. We can grab anything else we need from here. So I can fill up on the mossy stone brick. I guess that's what I've got. And then get into hover and start building. Just ran out of that first stash of the mossy stone brick, and I forgot to give you the punchline that yes, you can do it with the fluid transposer, but it's even easier than that. You can get stone brick and grab a bunch more, and if you got a chisel, which is not hard to get, you can put that in here, and it's that easy to get mossy stone brick. Just you can just chisel it right into being. So no need for the fluid transposer, except you can't do it with the cobblestone. So that is necessary if you want to make mossy cobblestone. Anyway, let me get on with it, and I'll bring you back when I've got this mostly put together. All right, well, this is what I came up with so far. Here's the interior of the spawner chamber, and did the stone bricks, the mossy stone bricks, as the main shell, and then I used some of those chiseled moss stones for these little windows, and they got the nice little creeper panels in the corners. And since I have 25 of the dark glass in 4, that will work out to make 4 windows of 6. So these are where we can look in, but it will stay dark inside. So speaking of darkness, we're going to want to be able to turn this on and off. So I got to figure out how to do that. Right here, I can hang, say these cobble are spawners. I can hang 1, 2, 3, 4 spawners at this floor level. To go more spawners, I'd need to take the floor down lower. But you know, actually I think 4 is going to be enough. I mean, I'm sure we could find endless spawners if we raid all the roguelike dungeons, but 4 is a good start. If I really needed to be deeper than that, or you know, more efficient than that, I can do that later. And we're going to do this the old-fashioned way with a water source block in each corner, and we're going to take them to the middle, right under the spawner. I believe, is that right? Yeah. And we're going to drop them down. And we're going to take them within a half heart of their life, and then have a turtle dispatch them. Eventually, I'll have an autonomous activator with a tinker's tool with looting on it. But we'll start with the turtles for now, because we'll have to get into computer craft otherwise. So I need to come up with a way to turn this on and off, because we don't want it to run continuously. I guess that wouldn't be the end of the world. But there's something I'm wondering will work. I mean, of course, we can always string some redstone paste along the walls, and then we can go ahead and turn lights on and off, whether it's redstone lamps or the lamps from Project Red. But let me try something. Take these out, and let's make some blank casts. Some of you may already know what I'm doing. I need 4 of these. And this may not work. I've never tried this before, but I might as well experiment with you all. Throw these in, and let's try making some drawbridges. So that's them right here. And what am I missing? I'm missing, some aluminum brass ingots. I need 8 of those. Do I have enough? Oh, look at that. Perfect. I'll pretend I planned that. And those are bronze right there. So let's make 4 of those. and see if they work. And I'm going to need some levers to go along with it. And yeah, okay, let's check it out. And you can see I made a way up and down without teleporting. So what if, I guess we'd want it coming from the top. Yeah, let me hover again. What if we had a drawbridge right there and we filled it full of glowstone? I have no idea if that works, but let's see. Oh yeah. And then if I do that, does it work? Okay. So I think that is going to be our lighting system. I'll put that in all the four corners. I got to make it stop just shy of the floor so we don't kill the water source block. And in here, we could do that, and you would never know. So let me rig that up, and then I think once I make the hole and put the turtle down there and some other stuff, we'll go off in search of some spawners. Woohoo! Well, I got the lighting just about hooked up. I just want to show you this. I got this lever right here, and it connects to this redstone paste that goes all the way around and connects to the drawbridges, which is right there is one. But if we go down to the bottom, we'll see that it's only working on one of them, and that's because the redstone paste still follows the mechanics of redstone, and it loses its signal, I guess every 15 blocks. So we need to put repeaters on, but since we're putting repeaters on the wall, we need to make sticky repeaters, and hopefully these will work. So our signal's starting there, so we're going to be taking it around this way. Now I think wherever it goes green is where it's completely lost the signal, so we're probably pretty safe putting one of these in right there. Does that work, or did I do it backwards? Yeah, I did it backwards. Never used these before. Okay, let me try it that way. Okay, so that's definitely taking the signal. Looks like, did it get it all the way to here? I heard it work, so, or maybe it was just that one. So just to be safe, because that's looking pretty green right there, let's go ahead and do this one. And it was opposite that you think it would be. Okay, yep, that one engaged. And then we got one more over here. Let's get that stuff off. Okay, and if we're lucky, all four should be engaged. Right on. So that should be enough light to deactivate these spawners. That should work just fine. We can get rid of those at this point. So let me design a killing chamber down this hole, and I'll be right back.